Want to model a cute, stylized plant in Blender fast? We'll build a cozy pot, tasty leaves, and simple materials. No stress, all charm. Grab Blender and let's make something green and delightful.
Start by nuking the whole scene. Select everything and delete it. Clean slate, clean conscience. Now let's build the pot. Add a cylinder with Shift-A, and in the panel that pops up, set the vertices to 8. Press the period key on your numpad to zoom in like a sniper. Switch to the front view with 1 on the numpad. Jump into edit mode with Tab. Select the bottom loop cut and give it a nice bevel using Ctrl-B. Just a tiny one, we're not making a spaceship. Now for the top part of the pot, add a loop cut using Ctrl-R, slide it up near the rim, then press 3 for face select mode. Alt-click to loop select the new ring of faces, then Alt+E and choose Extrude Faces along normals. Boom! Instant flower pot. Perfect! Now grab the top face and hit S to shrink it down, then E to push it inside, S again to tighten it a bit like cinching a belt on a pot that ate too much clay. To finish shaping it, hop to the front view and press 1 to switch to vertex mode. Turn on X-ray mode so you actually select all the vertices, not just the ones politely standing in the front row. Select the bottom vertices, hit S and scale them down to form that classic pot taper. For a little character, add a loop cut in the middle with Ctrl-R and scale it up slightly to give the pot a gentle curve. Now select all the top vertices and give them a tiny R rotate. Not too much, just enough to say, I'm handmade, deal with it. Then pick a few vertices here and there and G move them slightly to break the perfect symmetry and make it more stylized. At the end, press 2 for edge mode, loop select these edges and hit Ctrl-B to bevel them for some final polish. Then Ctrl-2 to slap on 2 levels of subdivision. Jump back into edit mode, select that top face, this will be our dirt, and press P to separate it. Finally, right-click and choose Shade Smooth. Done! One beautiful, slightly chaotic pot. Now let's create our plant leaf. Hit Shift-A and add a plane. Rotate it with R, X, 90, then press slash to jump into isolation mode like we're hiding from the rest of the scene. Use S, X to slim it down on the X-axis. Apply rotation and scale with Ctrl+A, and hop into edit mode with Tab. Add 5 loop cuts using Ctrl+R and your mouse wheel. Now select this edge, enable proportional editing with O, and use S, X to scale it outward and form a nice leaf curve, the kind of curve that says, yes, I photosynthesize in style. To save ourselves from doing double the work, let's bring in a mirror modifier. Add a loop cut along the Z-axis, then select all the faces on the left side and delete them with X to Faces. Head to the Modifier tab, slap on a mirror modifier, and check clipping so the halves stop drifting apart like a toxic couple. Now start shaping. Select this edge, E to extrude, R to rotate, S to scale. Add a loop cut here, scale it up a bit, add another loop cut, and move this vertex with G to form a nice curved tip. For the top part of the leaf, select the vertices and G move them into place until it starts looking like something your mom would actually water. From here, keep editing the leaf the same way. Extrude, rotate, scale, tweak, until you've got a clean, fully shaped leaf you're proud of. Alright, next step. Apply the mirror modifier by hovering over it and pressing Ctrl-A. Now add a solidify modifier, set the offset to 0, and crank the thickness up to 0.1. Then hit Ctrl-2 for 2 levels of subdivision. Right-click, Shade Smooth, and apply the solidify modifier. To make the leaf look more organic and juicy, like it actually drank some water this century, select the middle vertices, turn on proportional editing, and use S, Y to scale them outward on the Y-axis. Now, let's center the origin. Press A to select everything, then G, Z to nudge it upward into position. For more detail, select the middle loop cut and use Ctrl-B to bevel it. Then select the center edges and use S, Y to scale them inward on the Y-axis, creating that nice natural indent down the middle. Duplicate the leaf and place it on the right side. To keep things from looking factory-made, select the top vertices, move them slightly to the right with G, give them a tiny R rotate, just enough to say, I grew this way on purpose.
Do the same on the duplicated leaf to make another variation. To add a curve, select the leaf, go into Edit mode, grab the middle loop cut, go to Side View, turn on Proportional Editing, and move it slightly forward for a soft, natural bend. Do the same for the second variation. Exit Isolation mode, grab your two leaves, and start arranging them inside the pot. Duplicate them, scale them up or down, rotate them around, and keep placing them until you've got a cute little plant sitting there like it owns the place.
From the front view, hit Shift-A to add a camera. Press 0 to jump into the camera view and frame the whole plant. Don't chop off the leaves like a bad haircut. Now let's bring this plant to life with materials. In the top right corner, switch your viewport to Material Preview. Then drag the bottom panel up and swap it from the timeline to the shader editor. And of course, make sure Node Wrangler is enabled, otherwise nothing I say next will work and you'll stare at your screen questioning your life choices. Starting with the pot, click New, then Shift-A, add a Voronoi texture. Press Ctrl-T to bring in the texture coordinate and mapping nodes automatically.
Take the distance output of the Voronoi, drag it into empty space, and search for a color ramp.
Use Shift, Control-click on the color ramp to preview it. Add a new handle and make it slightly darker. Drag the left handle toward the middle to tighten the pattern. Now, Shift, Control-click the principled BSDF to go back. Drag the color ramp's color output into empty space and search for a bump node.
For the pot's base color, add an RGB node. Set it to a nice yellow tone, then hold Ctrl plus Shift, right-click the RGB node, and drag it onto the color ramp. Node Wrangler will drop in a mix node. Change that mix mode to multiply and connect it to the base color. Then hook up the bump node's output to the normal input.
Inside the bump node, increase the distance, lower the strength, and boom, your pot now has texture, detail, and a personality. Probably more personality than some houseplants. For the leaf material, press Shift-A, add a Voronoi texture, and while it's selected, hit Ctrl-T to bring in the texture coordinate and mapping nodes.
Take the distance output of the Voronoi, drag it into empty space, and search for a color ramp.
Press Shift-Control-click on the color ramp to preview it. Add a new handle and play with the colors until it feels right. Natural, leafy, and not like radioactive spinach. Don't forget to connect the color ramp to the base color of the principled BSDF, or nothing will happen and you'll think Blender hates you. Now select all the leaves, then Shift-select the one with the finished material. Press Ctrl-L and choose Copy Materials to apply it to all of them. For the dirt, keep it simple. Add a noise texture, run it into a bump node, adjust the strength, and boom, instant stylized dirt. Mess with the scale if you want chunkier or finer soil. Your plant won't judge you. And that's our little plant, cozy, stylized, and camera ready. If you like this tutorial, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps. Tell me in the comments what color pot or leaf shape I should try next. Thanks for watching. Happy blending!